the Universal British Lightweight Championship right here in Kingsley. Welcome back, please, Nino Bryant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rumble Wrestling here at the Kemsley Community Centre. I hope you've got your big boy pants on, because this one is going to be rapid action. Nino Bryant, the Mount Mason lightweight champion, against Mr. Money in the Bank, Rumble Wrestling's Money in the Bank holder, which means he can cash that briefcase in for a title opportunity at any point. Could have cashed it in here, but this is a non-title contest. Joe Lando, jumping Joe Lando to some, just Joe Lando to some others, but ultimately one of the very best professional wrestlers this country has produced in recent memory to most. And it started off quite nice and technical here. He's got a wrist lock on Nino Bryant, the Mount Mason lightweight champion, and oh man, referee Anton Green, I do not envy you here, because these two men are quite literally lightning in a professional wrestling ring, and you're going to see that no doubt at some point. A little bit of a feeling out process here. Joe Lando can do things that actually beggar belief. Fresh off a American tour, working with GCW amongst other people, this kid is truly becoming the megastar as advertised, and it's hard to believe he is still at such a young and diminutive age. Now, Nino Bryant knows that. Now he's trying to stay on top of him body weight. You would do well to stay close to your opponent in a match like this, because if they get loose, if the speed gets going, they could be in serious trouble. And some gorgeous mat wrestling here. Look at that. Movement and ability that the Valiants, Fit Finlay, Steven Regal, they'd all be proud of that. Nino Bryant taking a moment to back himself up. Now getting back into the ring. A brief handshake there. Both men have a lot of respect for each other, but ultimately, this is about wins and losses. Joe Lando knows that. Nino Bryant knows that. Joe Lando asking for a test of strength. I tell you what, when Joe Lando first started in professional wrestling, just a few years ago, he was a very slight human being. He had a physique similar to Nino Bryant, but I tell you what, the amount of muscle mass that this young man has put on is absolutely impressive. But I tell you what, he's lost none of the skill and the acumen. Beautiful Mahistral cradle from Joe Lando. Now sweeps out the leg of Nino Bryant. Just a one count. Oh, look at that beautiful moonsault, and it's straight into a basement dropkick. But Nino manages to move out of the way here. The action is going to come thick and fast. Joe Lando ducks under, looking for that lethal injection of sorts, that flying Lando cutter. Again, beautiful counter there. Nino Bryant blocks the kick, goes for a beautiful roundhouse of his own, blocks the forearm attempt. There's a little meeting, a moment there where both men are like, oh, okay, fair enough. Rightly so, getting a huge round of applause from Kemsley Community Centre. Already, we have a textbook instant classic on our hands. Nino Bryant coming off the ropes after sweeping the leg. Joe Lando catches him coming in. But a beautiful snap hurricane run. It just snaps it off. And a flying European uppercut to boot. Look at that. Just like that, Joe Lando changes the landscape of this professional wrestling contest. Honestly, I think I might need a cigarette after this. I don't know about you people, but let us know on hashtag Rumble Wrestling TV. Two of the most rapid, high-flying wrestlers you will ever see. And the fact that they're facing each other here at Rumble Wrestling tells you everything you need to know. When Rumble Wrestling is in town, that's the only ticket you need for a night of world-class professional wrestling and entertainment. You know, Bryant now looking to create some separation, but Joe Lando's aware of that, trying to use that slight body weight advantage, that muscle mass advantage, certainly. And of course, the level of experience that both men have picked up. Joe Lando is always aware of the cameras. Ultimately, it's the cameras that have a problem keeping up with him, because the guy is textbook speed. Beautiful counter there from the suplex, and a gorgeous victory roll from Nino Bryant. Catching Joe Lando coming in with a stiff kick right across the chest and the chin. And now looking for that gorgeous stalling brain buster, rolls right through into the pin, and just a 2 count. We've spoken about speed and athleticism so much, Both of these men have underlying power that you would not expect from lightweights, from cruiserweights, from junior heavyweights, whatever the term you like to use. The bottom line is they are both extremely capable in every department of professional wrestling. Hands on green. Got to pay attention to the corner there. Cheeky little slap there from Nino Bryant. A little bit of playful shenanigans. Nino Bryant wants Joe Lando to know that, yeah, you might be the big man on campus in America, but Rumble Wrestling is where I reside. That's why I'm the Mal Mason lightweight champion. And again, look at this beautiful catch-as-can style wrestling. Nino Bryant escaping. Look at him manipulate. Using that, I'll tell you what, something to fit Finney would be proud of. Using the knuckles to manipulate the midsection. And he's got both arms wrapped up now. An incredibly precarious situation for Joe Lando. He's not used to being grounded like this. Both of those arms are wrapped up, and Nino Bryant knows just something as simple as talking the arm. And look at that. Hyperextending his shoulder, rolling him all the way through into a pinfall combination. Joe Lando is, dare I say, sucking in air, struggling to breathe right now. Not something we see very often from the Rumble Wrestling Money in the Bank holder. The question is, when will he cash in that briefcase? Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-title contest. The Mal Mason Lightweight Championship currently held by Nino Bryant, not on the line. And speaking of on the line, wow, trouble in paradise. More so from Joe Lando as he catches Nino Bryant with that gorgeous flying roundhouse. And now a big splash in the corner using that big body strength that he's ascertained, and a violent sharp suplex rolls right through into a basement dropkick. Honestly, the things Joe Lando does beggars belief from an athletic standpoint. Now looking for the springboard cutter, and again he's caught coming in. He had that one scouted. Beautiful backslide by Nino Bryant. Joe Lando ducks under. Nino ducks under, and there's that Claymore kick from Nino, which has put away many an opponent. There was a rush of energy there before he collapsed under his own adrenaline. Now, referee Anton Green. Almost getting counted out there, not making it back to his feet. Beautiful drop kick just thrusts Joe Lando back into the corner, and now Joe Lando with some really wayward swinging punches there. He's a little bit debilitated. Doesn't really know what he's looking at. Now he's regained his. That's beautiful. Springboarding back underneath, and then a gorgeous Pele kick from Nino Bryant. It is hard to keep up with it, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll do our best. 2 count only. Joe Lando just getting his shoulder off the canvas, and even Nino getting frustrated. Does not realise just how much it takes to put someone like Joe Lando away. We've seen manoeuvres here tonight, the Pele kick, the Claymore kick from Nino, that have put so many world-class wrestlers away. But as such, Joe Lando still in this one-on-one contest, one fall to a finish here at Rumble Wrestling. Looking for that panted tornado DDT. Joe Lando able to counter, and now looking for the springboard. Beautiful moonsault, lands on his feet. Gorgeous thrust kick right in the face, and Nino just retaliates with a slap across the face. You ask for it, you'll get it. And now these young men are teeing off. There's a real sense of pride and posturing here. Just forearm after forearm. Joe Lando just clubs him right around the back of the neck. Nothing fancy about that. Oh, wow. Nino Bryant, like a viper in the winds, just shot up and slashed Joe Lando with that European uppercut right in the face. Here Nino Bryant, the energy that's being exerted. Look at that tornado DT. And again, he's countered. Joe Lando catches him coming in, and then he catches him back with that beautiful flying knee lift, Nino Bryant. And again, Joe Lando, gorgeous moonsault right into the cutter. Are you kidding me? Look out. Looking for the springboard cutter now. Perfect. Picture perfect on Nino Bryant. And is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Joe Lando has just pinned the Mal Mason lightweight champion, and that's on top of the fact that he's missed the Money in the Bank, and that's a title match of his choosing at any point in the next few months in Rumble Wrestling. Could he cash it in on Nino Bryant, as he already knows now that he can beat the lightweight champion?